Hey everyone, so today I'm back in Unpacking, and I've convinced, by force, one of my closest friends to join me today. Drew, how are you doing?
I just realized you're playing unpacking while you're unpacking like us, the people you interview. That
Yes,
makes so much sense.
exactly. So, yeah, for everyone watching this, Drew purposefully did not look at any of the other videos I made because he wanted to have this be like the most natural, blind experience. Um, so yeah, we are playing unpacking while we unpack.
Whew.
So I've played with both Chris and Mike. So we're on like the third place you can move into now. So things are
Mm.
a bit advanced. There's a lot of rooms happening. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be doing this in the background, and you can let me know if you have any design critiques. But I'm going to be asking you some questions. So
Cool.
just for some pre-context, Drew is probably the oldest, not oldest person in my life that I talk to, like the oldest relationship in my life that I still maintain, friendship wise. I've known him since I was 11. So
Yeah.
with that in mind, Drew, do you want to tell the story to everyone of how we met? If you,
Um,
yeah, how did we
as
meet?
far how I remember,
Okay.
right? Um, Sixth grade was a fun time. Um, Sam just got to our school, a little middle school, because his little like private Catholic school got shut down or something.
Yeah, ran
Um,
out of money. This is true story.
uh,
Best thing that ever
sorry.
happened to me, though. Yeah, sorry
Uh,
God, but it worked out. Okay, continue.
and I was on like a Minecraft kick. I was going crazy for the game. I think it was because what's it called? I recently started watching like YouTube and I found the Yogscast, and then
Mm.
it was an episode of Mad TV where they had a creeper, and I was like, oh my god, look, a freaking a creeper on TV. That's crazy. So I was just blabbering about it to anybody who would listen. So I recently watched an episode of the Yogscast about testificate golf, where you like they had these like sticks and they just punch the villager, and it was golfing, I guess. I don't know. It was the funniest shit at the moment. And I was talking about it to I don't even know who. And then Sam overheard me talking about it and was like, "Hey, you like Minecraft? Me too. Let's do homework together." I was like, "Okay." And we started doing it
Yep.
on the landline, our house phones. We'd call each other all the time, do homework together, and play video
History
games.
ever
Maybe?
since,
I
yeah.
forget. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And that is a strategy I've used to make friends ever since. um, yeah, it evolved from like the landline over the years, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was the story. We'd every day I'd come home from school, I'd punch in Drew's number, and we'd do like all of our little homework and then play video games. And here we are still over 10 years later, still playing video games together.
Oh my god, yeah, it is. Well,
Wild. Yeah, Andrew's family has also seen me grow up, so yeah, both of our families just treat each other like we're related.
yeah.
But okay, so with that in mind, now that we've kind of unpacked our origin story, uh, if you could narrow a moment down, what is like one of your favorite moments of like our history together?
Favorite moment of
It
our
doesn't have to be like
history?
the favorite, okay? Because there's a lot of things that have happened over the years. But if there's just a memory that like tickles you, or like when you think of it, you're like, oh, that's funny.
Oh, nice towel placement. That was good.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
Um.
that's.
Oh, and the brush too.
Dude, I. What can I say? Yeah, go.
Favorite. Uh.
I know, tough question. I'll try to think of one too while we do this because
Um.
yeah.
What was it?
Hmm.
I think. Shoot. Oh. I know. Freaking. That Minecraft server. It's always around Minecraft. The actually like beating HC hardcore,
Oh.
like the
Mm-hmm.
parkour stuff. Like it was such because
Was.
that was such a cornerstone of our friendship. Like we just talked about, it was started from Minecraft, right? And we found
Mm-hmm.
this server really early on where there was like a bunch of parkour and puzzles and shit, and we would always be like, oh, let's play on that, and it's still in rotation sometimes, rarely, but it's
Yeah.
still there, and that was such like a crown jewel to have added to our
Very
toolbox.
true.
We did this. We.
It was a very cooperative thing too.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you want to know? Do you want to know one of my moments
yes,
that is unforgettable to both of us?
yeah,
All I need to do is say Uncle Pete, and you'll you'll remember. But
yeah.
this was like this was very early on, actually, considering how many years we've known each other. So this was probably like end of middle school, beginning of high school. So
Hmm.
like peak puberty, like voice cracks,
Oh
all
yeah.
of it. And I won't go into too much detail about what your uncle said to me that day, but um, yeah, just like it was the transition to me from like us being great friends to us being best friends, just because like I was at an event with just your family members, and everybody
Hmm.
was like just comfortable with me being there, and I was comfortable with me being there.
Yeah.
Um, oh, exciting! So we just finished unpacking
Oh
all the
yeah.
boxes, and
Only
now
staying in the room.
the game's
It
yelling
doesn't
at
like
us
you.
because some
Yeah.
things are in the wrong place. Um,
Yeah. Like, why do you have perfume on the computer desk? What are you doing? You
I
shouldn't.
well, where would you put it then?
In the
Where
bathroom. Come on.
I guess that could be part of your bathroom routine. I don't
Wait, I
really.
just remember. Oh frick! I forgot. I was gonna say like another. Oh, another one. I remembered. A good moment.
Mm,
Even earlier than Uncle Pete. Um.
okay.
I don't even know. I don't know if I should say this. With
Oh boy.
our our real estate.
Oh
Uh.
my God.
Well,
Okay. Okay. I see. You don't have to go into detail about that, but yes, Drew and I over the years have come up with a lot of codes just as like best friends do, and the one that he's talking about is from like middle school recess, where we
yeah.
used to just talk about like real estate was the theme of everything, so we would just like talk about like different backyards and different properties, and it had nothing to do
I
with
forgot the
like
specifics like that. Oh God.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And looking back on it, it's just so stupid. It's so stupid. Um, I'm glad we are where we are now, Drew, to say the
Yeah,
least.
yeah. I agree. Me
Um,
too.
okay, so now we've kind of unpacked some of our like memories together over the years.
Hmm.
One of the things I wanted to ask you, just because like, dude, I don't know where they want me to put the climbing shoes in the
Yeah,
dining
no.
room.
Save that for the end. I was looking at that. I was like, where does that go?
I don't know. We'll figure that out. The drawing tablet goes in the bedroom. Okay, but question that I had for you, um, wow, just because it's something on my mind over
Hmm.
this summer, is we've talked about it a bit, but
Okay.
kind of is going more into like how do you overcome difficult times in your life when they come up. So it could be like a
Um.
strategy that you use or something that
Mhm.
you've done that has helped you before. I think it's just a nice thing to talk about.
Oh, we go back to the living room real quick, or not
Mm-hmm.
living room, the other dining room
Yeah.
left. Look, they play like D&D or something. It's like a dice roller. There's little like pages right there, the character
Oh
sheets, and the table
yeah.
itself. Yeah, and there's a dice pouch.
There is, yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, for everyone
Um.
watching, Drew, I, and anybody else that I've talked to so far, we are all big D&D nerds. Drew's
Yep.
actually running a campaign for us right now. Very creative.
Current DM. We do quarterly cycles. Next quarter, maybe Sam. We'll see. Um.
Yeah.
How do I get through the tough points in my life?
Yes.
Uh. So
This is good.
a really early strategy I had was just you just need to cling on to something so you don't just keep slipping into
Mm.
oblivion. Um, so whatever you can grab onto and hold and just like, I know it's really bad, but like when your mental is at zero, like when your
Mm-hmm.
mentality, you just don't care and you want to give up about everything, just anything you can grab onto to care about, do it, And that's what I
Yeah.
did. I think it was like League of Legends it was at the time, unfortunately. Imagine that. Imagine being so down bad like mentally that League of Legends saves you, or
Yeah.
not saves you. But like it was
It's
a better. It boosted your mood. Imagine that, or just
yeah.
prevented me from going lower. It was that's funny.
One of
That's
the
funny.
most toxic games out there
Yeah.
actually helped improve.
Oh, it goes up there. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't think it's like necessarily goes up there, but I think like some places are just unacceptable. They're like you cannot possibly think that that could go there.
I don't know why
But
the bug spray doesn't go
maybe in
there.
the
Like I feel
bathroom, like some people do that.
maybe.
I don't know
No.
where I'm gonna be able to fit this though. Maybe yeah,
Um,
in the back here.
but then after that,
Mm-hmm.
when I started when I was stable from doing that, um, I branched out like
Mm.
my mind a little bit. Oh, that's a
Mm-hmm.
good spot. Yeah. What?
Apparently not.
Um,
But yeah,
I
go
guess
ahead.
not. Uh, and I thought about all the other Drews that exist. like chronologically on this timeline. So I think
Interesting.
about all like the prior Drew, like prior me's
Okay.
that you know went through the tough times and stuck it out, and all the
Uh,
ones that were so optimistic about the future and felt really good and stuff, and like I wanted to keep going for them. And then I thought
mm,
about the future Drews whose lives I'd be jeopardizing by not giving it my 100% at this moment. Um, so I look forward and back in time. It's like if I can't do it for myself right now, do it for them. I kind of like depersonalize myself in that way because I
mm,
like I want to helping other people is easier than helping yourself sometimes, or at least for me.
no,
So
absolutely.
it's like if those other Drews aren't me, I would want
Yes.
to help them, and to help
Wow.
them, I help myself.
No, absolutely.
Um, and then something more recently too. Now instead of looking like forward and back, I look left and right at like the alternate universe versions of me, and
Mm,
see how they're doing. Maybe if I'm not doing well right now, like I'm not okay with my situation, I think about the Drews that maybe not to have it worse, but some that are like they want to be in my position, they want to have be in my place. Or think about the Drews that are
yeah.
doing really good, and they're like, come on, it'll be okay, just keep going. Um, so yeah,
Wow.
that's what I do when
Yeah,
things get
I
hard.
really appreciate that. I think that's a pretty amazing coping strategy is being able to look back at yourself as a source of inspiration just because it's very like self-sufficient and like
Mm,
independent. Um, cause yeah, I once read something. I mean, I relate to you completely on the idea that like a lot of the time I do find it easier to help someone else instead of myself. But I
mhm.
saw something that was like treat yourself like someone you would take care of, like or someone you would
Yeah,
help, and that's
yeah,
like
exactly.
the idea with that, and I agree. Um, and I think
Oh, maybe the frisbee doesn't go there.
the yeah
And this
it
piece there.
can. I don't know where the drawing tablet's gonna go yet, so let's figure that out quickly.
Maybe on top of this bookshelf.
It can
This
go like
thing.
all
No, no,
no,
no,
that's our
no.
degree. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Hmm. Cause I feel like it could go here, but I'll have to like. Okay, let's put the dabbing mannequin up
Oh,
there.
there we go.
Maybe like this.
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
maybe it can go right there. There we go. All right, that
Nice.
looks nice. That does look nice.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and I think
I saw something similar to that too. Where it's like you like talk to yourself the way you talk to someone else who's having
mm-hmm.
trouble. 'Cause sometimes I at least I have an issue of like bullying yourself mentally a little bit like oh you
Absolutely.
idiot something.
There we go. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
right about the frisbee.
Um. And it's like no you want to be nice to yourself. The heck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's something I'm just kind of transitioning into doing.
Mm.
We did it. Okay, so
Stone.
before we finish, let's take a picture. We'll take a picture of the D&D room. Here we go. So you could take photos and I can put little
Oh
stickers.
cool.
Um,
Stickers. What?
let's
The
put.
dab.
Okay, I'll put a dab and let's put that right next to the dice. There we go. Cause you love
Okay.
D&D. Oh, I can put filter. Okay, so let's
Filters.
do
Whoa.
dab right there, and then
I
let's
like
do a
that thumbs up too because that reminds me of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
oh, very cool. Ooh, maybe like
Yeah,
retro.
action
Yeah.
shot. Oh,
Actually,
retro.
yeah. Let's do this. And then thumbs up. You said.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so that's right here.
yeah. That one.
Okay. Maybe like there we go. All right.
Perfect.
Nice. We just unpacked this. And then I'll leave photo. All right. Let's see where we're going next. Wow. Oh, we got the
The dice
D20
sticker.
sticker.
Wow, look at that.
Perfect. Like the game nights just got more convenient.
Yeah.
Nice.
Honestly, that's literally the next picture for us. I feel like.
Yeah, this is the goal. Like after we get
Yeah.
out of every like I just finished school, after you get out of school, being able to do
Mhm.
something like this at an actual table.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, what year is it now? 2010. Whoa, whoa,
Okay.
look at this. This is
You
an
know, okay.
apartment. This is an apartment like
Whee!
with a view of a
Okay.
bridge. Imagine the water view this must have. This is some good real estate. We now have bug. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
So while I start going through these boxes,
Mhm.
some of the strategies that I use, I guess, to go through difficult times, often involve like, which is something I was never able to do prior to a couple years ago. What is this organization? Oh my god. Well, is just like talk about it or just kind of talk to others.
Mhm.
Um, and then I guess in a way that I have a conversation with myself is like writing, like journaling. So any of those are like the outlets that I find
Oh yeah, yeah.
um, to kind of like especially when things are very difficult. Um, that being said, like that is such an ongoing process. Like I have a lot to, I definitely still have a lot to learn about that.
Hmm.
But those are a few strategies that have helped me over the years, and especially like uh, just like after transitioning out of school and everything was a lot.
Yeah.
But
I used to journal a little bit too during that rough time. It was really
um,
really good place to channel your things. And sometimes I still have that notebook. It's cool to look back on that, see your progress.
mm-hmm.
And sometimes I still go back and write a little bit about it, even if I'm feeling like I'm good.
For
Just
sure,
remembering that emotion.
it can be something to do like to celebrate as well. Just be like today was a
Yeah.
good day, and that does not happen too often. So let me just
Exactly. Exactly.
write about it. But yeah, I have my book right here actually that I wrote. I wrote all the questions. I'm showing it. It
Ooh.
has a little S on it for my name. I got it as a gift when I was like 16 or something. Um, but okay, so the next question I have for you, since
Mhm.
it's become very apparent to anyone watching this that we have a shared love for video games. So I wanted to know, do you have a favorite video game?
Favorite video game.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I do.
Okay.
Pokemon Platinum, easily.
Pokemon
Um,
Platinum.
I
Why?
could I could say that because I thought about it. I was going through it. Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The door doesn't close because of the thing.
Yeah.
Um, I thought this was gonna be a hard question, but then
It clicked kind of.
yeah, it kind of clicked. Wow, look, the view from there too is just the city. Like, you have like so many
We're in the
views from
city
here.
now. This is awesome.
Like you have like a whole ass corner apartment. Like what?
Yeah,
It's funny.
we won.
Um, but
These are better.
it's because Pokemon is a franchise I've been playing for so long. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so the games are always beautiful, and then that game specifically, I have like 500 hours in it. And I can probably go back and
Sheesh.
like at the time, like when I was playing it, it was the only thing I wanted to play. Maybe I
Yeah,
have more hours in like other games, but it's just it was always good memories from that
it's awesome.
every time. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So.
Wow. Yeah, and it's crazy that you bring that up because I was just talking to Drew and Christian about Pokemon, and I told them very honestly that I'd never beaten a game of Pokemon growing up. Like I bought a couple of them here and there. I think I had Soul Silver and Pokemon Black. I don't think I ever got Platinum,
Mhm.
so I'm sorry to not have played your favorite game. Hopefully, I'll get that chance. But
That's okay. Yeah, you
I,
will.
yeah, I just this kind of determined that I will beat my first Pokemon game. Um, so I'm playing Pokemon Leaf Green right now, and I started with Bulbasaur. So having fun with that.
Yes.
As far as like my
It's the
favorite,
mascot of the game.
what'd you say?
That's the mascot of the game. Look, that was unpacking
Oh,
the.
true. I
Yeah.
never noticed that. Oh, it has a tear
Yeah.
now. Cause
Oh, say
it's been
oh.
with us since we were like a little kid.
Oh.
That's gotta hang out here for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, we have more socks. I didn't account for this. Um, but yeah, as far as my favorite video game goes, um, as of recently, definitely The Outer Wilds. It's like a single player game about space exploration.
Oh yeah, that game
You're
is
on
cool.
your own, and your goal is to solve the mysteries of a lost civilization.
Yep.
Very impactful at the time I played it. Overall, though, um, my mind did go to Rocket League. Not
Oh yeah.
not for the content of the game, but for the moments that we had playing it more so. Like I think that's
Yeah.
kind of my viewpoint with like my favorite game is the games that I look back and I know that like there were just so many laughs had while playing it. And that like I shared it with like close friends like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that, I think that's another one. And then there's
Yeah,
also a
that's
few
really.
games on like PS4 too, like Ratchet and Clank, uh, Horizon. There were a lot of memories I had playing those games, so that they have a special
Really?
place. Yeah,
Those are like recent games, right?
yeah. I played them over the last couple years on my console.
Oh
That's cool.
wow.
But yeah, wow, Pokemon Platinum. I didn't even know that, so I just learned something new about you today. Um,
Yep.
okay.
I was gonna say something about the Rocket League thing. That's like
Mhm.
similar to the Minecraft one because all the time we always that game's really old. It's been followed us for a while as well.
True.
And if we've always been like, oh, we're gonna hit gold this season, we're gonna hit platinum, we're gonna hit diamond, and we always have been progressing, and I don't see that stopping yet. Maybe pausing for a little bit, but But
Yeah, something to come
but
back to.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Where do you think we should put our diploma?
Is there no like office
That's what I'm
space?
wording. Like, there's so many
It
items that I've
not be in the
seen.
living room to show that off. You
I
know,
feel
be
like we
fun.
should, but like we have our band posters.
Forget the bands. We gotta. Can we
Like,
move
there's like
those?
no, I don't know. Hold on, let me see. No, I cannot move them.
What? What
Like
the
the
heck?
kitchen, like there's no wall space. There's no wall real estate.
I don't like this. Can we save it for last? We gotta find
Yeah.
space for it.
I'll leave it there for
No,
now. Yeah. But okay, my next question is a little bit more philosophical.
no.
A lot over the last like few years especially, I've been hearing a lot, and I can think you can attest to this too. A lot of people have been talking about the idea that everything happens for a reason. You know, whether or not you're going through a great time, a difficult time, that
Hmm.
phrase is used a lot. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to know, what is your opinion on that idea? Everything happens for a reason. Are you a subscriber?
Um.
Do you disagree?
It only happens for a reason if you make it happen for a reason. You know.
Okay.
Um. That's why I look at it because something could happen to you really good or really bad.
Mhm.
But if you don't like live your life affected by it, then then it didn't affect your life. Kind of. I don't know. Yeah, that's a little weird, but like let's say I don't know how to explain it.
I think I know what you
I'm
mean.
trying to.
Like, you can
I.
only make that claim if you
Mhm.
grew as a result of the experience. Like, that's kind of what I'm
Yeah.
gathering. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. If you
Let's
grew from the
see.
experience, if you let it, like I said, if you let it affect your life like that,
Mhm.
and like it's definitely copium, a lot of the time,
Can
and that's
you
okay.
elaborate what copium means for
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm
everyone?
using it's like when something bad happens,
Mhm.
and it feels bad, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
but in order to make it not feel as bad, you try to make some passive excuses. You don't want to like excuse really like bad things, but it's like instead of saying the universe hates me, uh, because XYZ happened, you just be like, oh, it is what it is. You kind of just roll with
Mhm.
it a little bit more, and by saying by coping, it helps you roll with it more.
Yeah,
So,
I get what you mean.
mm,
I think I have a similar
um,
perspective on the idea. Um, I agree in that, like, using that phrase, I think people who use it, they typically do use it because they grew from an experience, even if it was difficult.
or they
Um,
plan to grow from the experience.
yeah, and that's why
Mhm.
they say that. And I think it can be a big comfort. Um, but I agree. I think that you shouldn't use that statement as a crutch, but more so as like motivation
Yes,
to make these moments have an impact on your life. Like, if you're gonna say
exactly.
everything happens for a reason, then like make changes to show like
What's
how.
the reason? You make the
Mm-hmm.
reason why it happened to your life.
Yeah, because that statement plays around a lot with the ideas of like, do we have free will then if everything happens
Hmm.
for a reason? But I think we're both safely on the side of yes, we do. Um, it's
Hmm.
just we can use that phrase to comfort us, but you have to then make the actions to support it. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
exactly.
I'm glad. Yeah. Also, Drew and I have the same brain essentially. We
Yeah.
found that out over the years. Um, oh, and this is a
What
nice one.
happens when
What's
you
something that
burn
makes
next
you
to each
smile,
other?
Drew?
It makes me
What's something that
smile.
makes you smile?
Uh,
It's a weird thing to think about, right?
it is a weird thing to think about. I don't think about that. I'll put that on the toilet. So then
Okay, got you.
my
Yeah,
stinky. Not like
sure.
you know what I meant. Um,
Oh,
what
D&D
is that
shirt. It's a
doing?
D&D shirt.
Oh yeah, blah, blah. What makes
What's
me
Yeah,
smile?
something that makes you smile.
Hmm. What makes me smile?
If you
Uh,
need a second to think, I can try to
yeah. You go first on
pop
this
in.
one. Go ahead.
Um, yeah, when I was writing these questions down, I briefly like if an answer popped in my head, I was like, oh, okay, that's like a nice thing to think about. But for this one, what popped in my head is like just creating in general.
Mm.
Um, so like making videos like this is something that makes me smile, but it also translates to like creating like happiness in other people's lives. Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
when I know that like something that I've done, no matter if it's like a very small action, if I know that it like made somebody else smile or it could improve somebody else's day, like already like I'm feeling pretty good about
Hmm.
myself in that moment. Hmm.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Like making other people smile is very good. Like that makes me very happy. Um, yeah, it's very satisfying. And then I crawl back into my hole and I wait until I can make someone else smile again. That's how oh, another thing. What the heck? I didn't realize this person was such a
I don't
nerd.
know if this is a D20. I think it
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
yeah,
It
because it has like
is,
the
yeah.
purple and the yellow.
Um,
Ooh.
what else makes me smile? I think unexpected unexpected ways of unexpected, I don't know, like things that are just very spontaneous, nice things.
Hmm.
I don't
Sure.
know how else to explain it. Like seeing like a bird randomly what else? Like or seeing like a squirrel randomly
Run
just
it.
like dig up a nut or something. And it's like it runs away and I was like, "Oh, it got it. Look." Like
I
that's so
see.
cool to me. Like I love that, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Um
Hmm.
something like yeah, that makes me
Yeah.
happy.
I think I can relate to that just because, like, I feel like so often time just gets past us because of how many things are going on in our lives. And those little
Mm,
things like that, that kind of slow time down for a second, like, it makes you appreciate, like, oh, life's all right. If a
yeah.
squirrel can get his nut out of the ground and have something to eat for the day, maybe I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah.
But that's a good, I like that answer too.
Mhm.
Um, Okay, and then there's a light question that I ask everybody when they're on this. Just a fun question, kind of, but like,
It's to preface a really deep one next. It's okay. I'm
yeah.
ready.
d- Why do you know me so well? This is ridiculous. Okay, so what is the meaning of life? Yeah, that's the question. See, this is why inviting Drew on this is dangerous because at least Mike and Christian couldn't predict it coming, but even though Drew has never watched it, he knew that I wasn't serious.
Mhm. Wait, what was that the light question?
Yeah,
What's the
what
meaning
is
of
the
life?
meaning of life? That is the
Oh,
question.
okay, cool. Um, my meaning of life, because I think everyone has to make their own meaning in life. That's first off.
Yes, gotcha.
Wait, no, no. Oh, actually, no, that works. Yeah, no, sorry.
Let's
Oh, that
see.
works so well. No, you do that again. Put that rerun for it. Yeah, I think that works actually. Um, my meaning of life. I read this poem. All right, now I gotta look it up. I'm sorry. I read this poem.
Okay.
Uh, uh, I gotta find it. Oh my god. Like to leave. Oh, Ralph Waldo Emerson. To leave the world a better place than how we
Okay.
found it.
I think I've
Yeah, yeah.
heard this, but yeah.
It's like about success, kind of. To leave
Mhm.
the world, I'm gonna read it real quick.
Okay,
To
go
leave
for
the
it.
world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. That is to have succeeded. And that's my meaning of life. You know,
Wow.
to to be able to do that for other people. You know, like let
Mhm.
them make them not make them, yeah, force you to breathe easier. No, to allow them to breathe easier because I was,
Yeah.
there to help or make a change, make a difference, whatever. Um, I feel great. I feel amazing. I feel very content with life. Um, like even to the point sometimes where like if I were to die,
Mhm.
right, I would still be happy and content because
Wow. Mhm.
of the of what I've been able to do and
Mhm. For
you
sure.
know
Wow. So crazy that you said that. Um, so far, everyone that I've spoken to has agreed that yes, meaning of life is something that you define for yourself. It's unique.
mhm.
Um, but on the last episode I did of this with Christian, one of the questions was, if you're going to die tomorrow, like, how would you like to leave the world, kind of thing, or roughly that.
Mhm.
Um, and the conversation headed in that exact direction that you bring up, like, you, leaving the world knowing that we were able to have like a positive impact on somebody else's life is kind of, we'd be content with that. Like we
Oh
don't have
yeah.
to change the world, but if we knew that like, yeah, if somebody breathed easier because we were able to interact with them or made a small difference,
Yeah.
that's enough.
Well, we did change the world. He said like we didn't have to change what we did. You know.
That is true, and yeah, I don't think we should minimize, helping somebody else out
Mm-hmm.
through something. That's a good point. Oh, these are.
You gotta match them, no, because the mom is in the.
Oh, okay, you're right. Sorry. Let me do that.
Yeah,
Okay, let me fix this. Hold
to
on.
keep them together.
I'll keep our world artifacts over here,
Oh, that's good. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then I'll
Italy,
put
Paris, and okay, and then the chickens. USA.
yes. Okay, so
Wait, can
um,
you put them on each side? So put the mom
yeah,
in the
yeah,
middle.
yeah. Of course, I can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You got it.
Cool.
A little
Beautiful.
army. Okay. All right, so we're almost through it, but
Already? No. Think of one.
uh, yeah. So the next question that I have is, what is a change you're trying to make in the next year? Next year, is there anything that you would like to see
Like
happen?
change myself?
It could
Like
be,
change
or
myself?
it could be a general direction change or like something you want in the next year.
Hmm. Something to change. Um.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. That change
Mm-hmm.
is that I would like to see is you can go first with this one too.
Okay, nice. The stalling was good. It was a good effort.
Thank you.
Um, yeah. So I don't have a very solid answer for this one either,
Hmm.
but I'm getting to the point in my life where, for the first time in a long time, uh, I've actually wanted to just, and this, I guess this is kind of coming out wrong, but I want to be a better version of me, and I think that like the reason I say it hasn't been the case for a while is because I think I had a very difficult time towards the end of school, and it led to me like kind of just doubting myself and expecting a lot less of myself because I was being told by like quote unquote authority figures in my life that like the work I was doing was not worth it. That nobody was really um,
Yeah.
interested in what I had to offer. And as much as I didn't, as much as I denied that to their face, I definitely internalized that. So
Yeah.
um, I'm now getting to the point in my life where, although I don't know what the next year looks like, I just know that I want it to have like a better me in it. So yeah, I guess a small example is I want to try to do like a class in the fall, not like a
Mhm.
college class, but just kind of learn something like maybe
Yeah.
how to cook. I don't know how to do that yet, really.
Okay.
Um, but yes, that's where my mind is.
Hmm. Um. I guess for me then, a change I want to make is jeez, I still, I
Nothing
still
has
can't.
become clear.
No, nothing's become clear.
Okay,
I'm.
that's good. That's a good sign in the sense that like that kind of says to me that you're doing okay right now, and I think
Yeah.
that's because like if there's nothing blaring to you like oh my god like this needs to happen, then that's good.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Like I feel I'm at the end of a long road. I've walked
Mm-hmm.
for a while, so I'm just
Enjoying the
taking.
view, kind of.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I'll keep walking, obviously, but
Yeah.
I don't have to run out of this scary forest anymore.
Oh my
It's a
god.
good. I'm on a
We
good
have
track.
too many books.
I know. You keep pulling out more and more books, and they're just going every nook
Every
and cranny.
room, everywhere I could fit them. Uh,
Don't understand.
we don't have like a huge bookcase, so it's kind of problematic. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I get what you mean, and I'm very glad to hear that for you. I fully support you just enjoying the view for as long as you can.
Thank you.
Um, okay, so that brings us to yeah, this is kind of a question that's just like personal to the two of us. Everybody that I've spoken to actually so far
Yeah.
um, is an older brother, right? But I never really brought it up in conversation. So I just wanted to ask you, like, how did it feel to be the older sibling growing up? And I guess
Um,
now, because I think we can relate in a lot of ways.
yeah.
You have a sister, I have a brother, though, so there's that
Yes.
difference.
Yeah. I'm the only one here, or the only one you've interviewed with a younger sister. Everyone else has a
Yeah.
younger brother. Um, and I think also a difference between us, all of us, is mine. I think me and Morgan are the closest in age.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
my god.
so another book. So going from there, that fits there.
Why are all these glasses in the living room?
It's just more things to dust. Like I don't
Let
get
me let
this.
me hold. Here we go.
Oh, look at
Look at
that!
this efficient.
That's
Is this a bong?
insane.
No, it's not. Let's calm down. Okay, good.
um. Oh, you could put the gray one on, or not the gray one, the beige one on the table. I think that looks like similar-ish. Oh no, not really.
Uh,
That's the same
it works. It
size.
works. We can
I
just do
think.
that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh no, the green one at the bottom, next to the purple CDs.
Oh, nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Those. Okay. So it was it didn't
Actually, can I?
mean much at first. Like, I never thought much about it. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I won't say took it for granted, but like
It wasn't
it
something you
just
thought about.
yeah, it was what it is. You
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, was content with it. I mean, we obviously fought a bunch when we were little. Um, but I remember like one day, like just like wail on me, like I was on the couch, but I decided like not to hit back one day,
Mm.
and I was like, no, you know, it is what it, and not is what it is. I wasn't thinking that at the time. I was obviously still like really upset, but I just decided not to hit
Yeah.
back. And then I guess another one,
There you
woo!
go.
That was maybe that's like the moment like the older brother gene kicked in, you know.
Yeah, I literally have a very
Um,
similar. So I know. Yeah, I know
yeah,
what you
and
mean.
then ever since that, me and Morgan have been cool. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we're like friends, you know, friends with your sibling. I think
Thank
that's
you.
how it
The
like
goal.
could be your
Mm-hmm.
goal. Yeah. Um.
For some people, yeah.
Yeah. Uh. And so that's cool. And that's founded. You know, Morgan sometimes will come to me about she has problems and stuff. I'll try to give her advice. It's a balancing act because you're not you're not the parents, right? So you could say things more bluntly sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Um. But at the same time, you don't want to be like mean about it.
You don't want to push them away.
Yeah, and it's a fine line to walk. Um, it's hard. It's difficult.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, I
Well.
definitely feel that like I have the wisdom and I can relate to you the most probably.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in a lot of different circumstances in this world, and I want to like impart this wisdom onto you. Please accept it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm.
I definitely agree. I think my perspective for a while. So yeah, my brother Jack is 3 years younger than me, so there is a slight difference there, because for a while I had this conception about the whole older being the oldest child, that like it's unfair that I have to experience these things first. You know, like all these challenges and hardships.
Mm.
Uh, like I don't understand why this is like the way it is. Like why do I have to go through this and then my brother can have it easier? But then
Yeah.
I realized that um, that was something that I actually wanted. Like going through difficult things made me, and making mistakes, honestly, a lot of mistakes, made me
Mhm.
realize that like if I can help him through situations and become someone that he can approach, like then I would have like not only helped him out, but I would have like made that past self who went through like whatever challenge, like I would have been making them proud. Like it was worth going through it if it meant that like I could
Yeah.
help him understand something. But
Yeah.
yeah, and now we're at the point where like he now that we're both older, it's like there's a lot more independence. So we check in with each other, but largely it's just like kind of doing our own thing. Um,
Yeah.
which is cool because like similarly, we're not the parent role, in no way are we that, and like you don't want to slide into that because you want your younger sibling to be able to figure out how to navigate the world on their own.
Hmm.
So you don't want to also like overstep, but just being present I think is like really important, so I definitely agree with you about that.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this will be our last question for the day. So
Uh,
we've unpacked a lot of this amazing apartment, um,
yeah.
which is pretty awesome. It's pretty disorganized because there's a lot of stuff. Every
So many
place that we
books.
went through, there's just more and more stuff,
Yeah.
which makes sense because that's how life goes. But
Hmm.
um, so our last question for the day is, so making these videos, I've imagined that like it's something we're going to look back at later, right? And probably
Yeah.
laugh, probably like, geez, we really said those things. But with that in mind, I did want to ask this. So when we look back on it, we're talking directly to ourselves, right? So
Okay.
if you could say something to 25-year-old Drew right now,
Uh
what would
huh.
it be?
Um, you sexy sly beast. You know you're the best. I know you're the best. Uh, you're I don't know, very cool. I don't know, like they're just so. I love them. I love them. I love 25-year-old me. I love you so
Wow.
much. I love you.
I like that response because you have no idea what 25 for you is going to look like, what you're going to be going through. So I think
No, but I
regardless,
know the where they ended up, because of our decisions that we've made is
hmm
it's um, they're gonna be doing all right. I trust them so
wow,
much.
that's a great answer. Man, I did not think about this one at all, so I'm gonna try to answer this on the spot. So 25-year-old Sam, um, I am proud of you for all the work that you've been putting in, uh, and I know that even if you're going through something difficult right now, you are working to get out of it. And if you aren't, um, I hope that you are finding happiness because it is absolutely what you deserve. Um, and you're looking good, by the way. I didn't expect us to look this good when we
Yeah,
turned
right.
25.
No, I saw that too. I was like, damn,
But
that's
just
Sam or Drew who's watching this right now.
true.
Text the other one right now. Text
Yeah,
them.
text them,
Oh, I
call
just
them. If you
watched
haven't
it.
spoken to them in a while, go see them. Check in
That
on.
you're probably gonna be sitting in a call together, hopefully, right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Still,
In the
but
ideal
just
timeline, we're,
mhm.
we're watching this together at 25.
But still send that text, even if you're sitting right next to each other. Go ahead.
Yeah, we
Do
would.
that.
25-year-old us would still do that. And
Okay.
yeah, with that in mind as well, don't lose the 12-year-old humor that you have still at 21, almost 22. You just carry that with you until you're gray and old. But
Yeah.
yeah, keep up the good work and check back every now and again. I think we're making some decent videos.
Mhm.
But okay, we're on the last box. I'm gonna have to reorganize this in the next video though because the diplomas in the bathroom.
Oh
They're
yeah.
yeah. So I think with that we'll end it there. But this was a ton of fun. So thank you very much for taking the time to join me and do this.
Woo. Thank you for
Um,
having me.
of course, I think it's really nice to be able to do something like this just because we talk every day, but we never really go into like these weird avenues where if you just ask
Yeah,
that question, it can take you. You know.
exactly.
Um, but
I
with
love having my seltzer with Sam.
oh,
I
do you wanna
coined that
explain
name.
that?
I made the name.
Yeah.
So there's this. I don't Sam. I don't want to.
Okay,
This
that's
maybe
fine.
there's copyright. I'm scared. I don't know.
Okay, okay. But just know that Drew has named this titled this show this. I called it, Let's Unpack. I thought that was a clever enough name. But sidebar,
That is
so
really good.
Let's Unpack sidebar seltzer with Sam, where I don't have any seltzer with me right now, but if I
No, but
did,
think about it though, because this game, there's an end to it. Seltzer with Sam. Seltzer's always gonna be a thing.
okay, you're right. So the
Yeah.
overarching title, there we go. The overarching title,
Yeah.
Seltzer with Sam, season one. Let's
Season one,
unpack.
Unpack. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, he did it.
All
That's
right, I'll
perfect.
change the playlist on the YouTube channel to reflect this, just so you know. Drew's
Okay.
inspired by Drew. But
Yes.
all right, and with that, I hope everyone out there watching has a great day. Thank you for if you've taken all this time. Thank you for watching,
Thank you
and
guys.
until next time, see ya later.